I mean, this is just super exciting match. I think both rising stars. You've got Zoey with the tennis background, Kiora, who I don't believe has much of a tennis background, but is great at singles as well. And then it's going to be a fun matchup.
Point.
Kiora Kunimoto had a breakthrough performance in Minnesota this season. Made it to the semifinals, put her name on the map.
That was in?
Point.
Oh, wow.
I guess so.
That's a great shot. The way she made contact with it, I thought it was for sure sailing wide, but I guess she curved it in just enough. The tricky thing, like Kiora misses that, but she has such big wind-ups on her ground strokes, which make it so hard to read. But I think sometimes that makes her miss slightly easier volleys because she tries to mimic that and just keep that same pattern of disguise.
Nice volley. Nice coverage from Zoey Weil. Such power and patience at the line.
Great point there from Zoey. I feel like for her, the key to the match is really just get into net, dictate at the line, and just be big up there and make Kiora keep hitting constant passes. Keep putting pressure on her. And you see it again there. Zoey, she just hits a good serve, looks for an easier approach, gets in, and then boom, force Kiora to go hit a pass on the run, and just Kiora's gonna make some of them, and you just gotta accept it. But odds are in your favor if you keep making them hit passes consistently.
2-2.
Nice ball for a while. Just a bit deep though, actually. I think she's going to challenge it. Did look. Nope. No challenge here.
I think it was in.
Oh, wait.
No,
okay,
I'm pretty sure it was
All
in.
right.
I think it just took a weird bounce.
3-2.
Zoey Weil got picked up by the Florida Smash for Major League Pickleball this year. Nice pickup for them. And Kiora Kunimoto had that high on her goal list this year, and the California Black Bears picked her up. Dream come true for the youngster.
No, yeah, that's super exciting for both of them. I feel like MLP in general is just a milestone for so many players, and it's the most fun format to compete in my opinion, for pickleball. So being in the team format, kind of experiencing MLP for both of them for the first time is really going to be just super surreal.
Well, you were there not too long ago, just hoping for an opportunity, and you got it.
Side out. Three.
Just a bit wide. You talked about the big windup of Kiora. I've talked to her about that. She obviously acknowledges that it's from tennis and says it's really hard to get rid of because it's also beneficial from the baseline, she says, and can catch people off guard. Paris Todd has affirmed that too. It makes it harder to read her sometimes. And from the inside of the court, she's trying to shorten it up a little bit. But baseline, again, see right there.
Exactly. I mean, it's very much, she's able to disguise the ball so well and just also spin the ball. Like, she hit that backhand with so much dip on the ball, and Zoey didn't really know which way to kind of lean initially. I feel like we're going to see more missed serves in Utah this week than we are in general. Just like that one was in the net, but just in general with the altitude here, the air's a little thinner, more balls are going to sail a little long, missed returns, missed serves. I feel like that's going to be a little bit more prevalent, especially earlier in the week while players get adjusted.
Point. Point.
Big serve there from Zoey. I feel like that's kind of the game plan for her. Serve big, approach, and then didn't have to do anything else but get into net as soon as possible.
Nice approach, angled it, took a little pace off of it. Features everywhere you go in this Great state. Nice coverage. Kiora Kunimoto taking the timeout, and Zoey Weil converts it to another point instead.
Yeah, Zoey, I mean, it's clear what our game plan is. It's really just put Kiora on the run right away, get to net, and just force Kiora to hit a pass.
Point.
So far, it's working. I feel like both, especially Zoey, seems to be trying to make Kiora hit forehands on the run in particular. And I feel like it's successful so far.
9-3.
Oh man, kind of a miss-hit return.
That's pretty though.
And gets the cross-court winner. Take another look. Looked like that was sailing a mile high, or a mile long rather, but enough topspin on it. Sinks it inside the baseline. Well played. And it's all cool.
Great ball there from Kiora. Yeah, kind of with her, the way her wind-up is, she's able to also get more side spin on the ball sometimes and get those angles, like those last two forehand winners she hit. The ball kind of just, when it bounces, takes off on Zoey.
Nice get. Oh, there too. And rub salt in the wound, goes back to the same corner. Very crafty point for Kiora Kunimoto. That's the scrappiness I think we're used to seeing from her.
Exactly. If I'm Zoey, one more point, I'm calling a timeout. You don't want Kiora to get on a hot streak.
And you are correct.
Timeout receiver, 6-9.
Kunimoto on the run here. Championship court, big serve. Oh, right target, just a bit wide.
Nine, 6.
Too much. Game point for Weil.
Ten, 6.
Nice. What a ball from Kunimoto. Off speed, lots of topspin.
Yeah, no, it was a great point from Kiora. I was actually a little shocked. Zoey didn't try to come in 2 balls earlier. Felt like that's how she got to this score line, and then that point she tried to stay back and then was unsuccessful.
Point.
Slightly overcooked there, but when she's been putting Kiora on the run, trying to hit passing forehands, it's been working. So I don't mind the shot selection there from Zoey.
7-10. Set out.
Oh, you can't do that at 10-7. Oh. We've all done it though. It's like mentally you're like, oh, go for the serve, go for the big serve, I want the free point, but then it's demoralizing when you just hand them another game point now. Let's see if Zoey tries to come in off this approach.
No, she'll stay back, almost gets beat to the angle, and it's wide. Weil takes the first, 11-7. Kunimoto, a little bit of momentum, though, to build off of heading into game 2. What?
Absolutely. Oh, that would have been disgusting if Kiora made that.
Tardio's match start time isn't projected until 1:45, so warming up 2 hours early. It's your style too.
No, I feel like with a lot of the players, especially in these conditions of altitude, which you don't play too much, you definitely want to warm up a little bit more. Like maybe a lighter, Gabe's probably doing a lighter hit now, probably get everything loose, and then closer to match time, he'll go play some points with his mixed partner, Catherine, and then kind of go through the full warm-up then. But multiple hits when you're dealing with new conditions is very common.
Yeah. Big start for Zoey Weil. Oops.
Side out.
Feeling the altitude on that one. Pulled up on the shoulders just a bit. Kunimoto back at the line.
0-2.
What a serve there from
Point.
Kiora. Definitely put some extra spin on there. You could see it just kind of hit motion through the ball and just wanted to put some extra juice on there.
And a great spot out of reach from Zoey Weil. How about the logistics for Kiora Kunimoto too? Resides in Honolulu, Hawaii. Turned down a college tennis career to pursue pro pickleball. Thought about playing tennis at UC Davis. Felt that pro pickleball had better opportunities for her as somebody that played college tennis and yourself.
Definitely.
Your thoughts on the shift and where pro pickleball has taken things?
No, I mean,
lately?
that's just a great sign where pro pickleball is and where it's going. It's like most people would think the most viable option is go play college tennis, get the scholarship. But now, why not play pro pickleball and make a name for yourself? And on top of it, UC Davis. Not the nicest of areas. I've been there a few times. I'd much rather be traveling around the states in the world than be kind of camped out there. Sorry to all the Aggie fans.
Yeah.
Every week would just be, it would just be kind of crazy.
But even that, you're living away from your home.
Yeah.
Like,
To like make it feel like home.
right.
I know it was a challenge, but good timeout for Zoey.
Yeah, yeah. For sure. It might have been part of the intention.
Exactly.
2-4.
Nice ball.
Great ball there from Zoey. Interesting that point. She elected to kind of stay back again. I feel like she was playing her best game one when she was looking for that approach and just charging into net and being big and forcing Kiora to hit passes versus staying back to the baseline, hitting baseline rallies.
That serve looks close. Oh, what a scramble. Kunimoto one step ahead. Zoey Weil adjusted, got to the net, but Kiora Kunimoto scrambles out of it.
Oh, those are the demoralizing singles points and kind of get you multiple just because if you hit a drop shot and they get to it, now all of a sudden you feel like you got to do more with the next ball. And that point could pay dividends in the next few. Great rally there from Zoey, just staying alive, hanging in there, just being solid from the baseline.
Point.
Big serve there.
What a get. She's there too, but couldn't pay it off.
Point.
Little left court love there. You're never too upset about that when you're on the receiving or on the hitting end of it. On the receiving end, never too fun.
Right. First lead of game 2 here for Zoey Weil.
Let me serve. 5-4.
Approaches soft to Kiora's forehand that time. Camps out of the kitchen and reads it right.
Little almost like tennis drop shot action right there. Kind of undercut it, more of a slice drop shot, took the pace off the ball and forced Kiora to come in.
Cerebral, doesn't forget.
No, definitely not. Oh.
Point.
Obviously, the leg court there is kind of insult to injury, but great point set up by Zoey regardless. I felt like she was still ahead of the point even without the leg court.
Tough break for Kiora. Angle butte from Zoey Weil. Paying off. Oh, sun's out, guns out. J.W. Johnson has joined the party.
8-4. Point.
Nice ball from Weil. Heavy spin, trickles it
Free
away
challenge
from
receiver, 9-4.
Kunimoto. Weil, meanwhile, looking to
9-4.
close this out in 2. Match point.
You know, and that's what coming into net does. It forces Kiora to put more on her passing shots, and then ultimately she's going to miss more if she has to go for more.
10-4.
And a miss.
Point game.
Zoey Weil grabs it in 2. On paper, an upset win, but Zoey Weil might not think so. Headed into the round of 16.